Hello, hello, hello. My name's Sam and welcome to my channel Sew That Sparkle with Sam. Oh, I feel like I owe you quite a few vlogs at the moment. But what I thought I'd do today is that I just come on and do a Friday Sews. It's Friday and I just do a Friday Sews and then I'll worry about the catching up of all of the vlogs that I owe you another time. And I hope that's okay with you. So yes, Friday Sews was brought to us by the lovely Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. And yeah, it's just a way of me to kind of let you know what's going on in life, in the sewing room, in the sparkly studio, and in other bits and pieces in my life, what I've been making and my plans. Now that feels like quite a lot. So I'm just going to give you a little brief overview today just to catch up because I feel like I haven't had a Friday Sews chat with you for a while. And yeah, and then do the rest as and when. So I felt like I needed something a little bit sparkly today. I haven't been very well. I'm still suffering from the after effects of having, I think I'm going to call it the flu. I think I've had the flu. I did do a COVID test and that was negative. So I'm not quite sure what it is, but it was just a really, really horrible coffee cold that for some reason got much, much worse at night. So my main problem was just not sleeping because I was coughing. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm 100% better, but I'm definitely feeling sparkly and with it and definitely on the mend. So thank you to everyone who has sent me lovely messages, checked in on me. I'm really, really grateful. It's really, really lovely. I'll go into life first because that's the thing that's been taking up most of my time. There's definitely been more life than sewing this week. So it's been, yeah, it's been a bit of a week. My oven broke this week. So on top of other things that were happening, my oven decided to stop working and I called the guy to come and fix it and I haven't got the parts on the van, love story. So it's going to be another week before my oven can be fixed. So I've had to be really, really inventive this week with what we've been eating. And because I've not been feeling very well, and you know what it's like when you're not feeling very well, and you know, you've got to find something that you want to eat, you know, you've perhaps not got great appetite. So having to find new things, yeah, that's definitely been part of my life. So if anyone's got any really, really good air fryer recipes that I can literally just bung it all in and it's done. We've only got the one with just the one drawer and there's three of us to feed. If anyone's got any great recipes, you know, easy peasy ones, let me know because I don't have an oven for another week. And then the other thing in life is that my lovely boy, Baby Sparkles, has not had a great week. He's absolutely fine, but he has taken up quite a lot of my time having to look after him this week. So yeah, it's been a week. And then on top of everything, I've been trying to keep my business going and keep my sewing going and keep everything else going. And yeah, so hey ho, I'm here. It's fun. It's all okay. So yes, I do want to say thank you to everyone that supports me. And if you feel like giving this video a like, I'd really appreciate it because it really, really helps the algorithm. If you're not subscribed and you like, normally I do more sewing content. If you like this kind of thing, don't forget to give me a subscribe. I'd really love that. And I'm sure a few of you have heard now about the new hype button. So 3 times a week, you can hype your favourite videos. If you chose me to hype, I would see it as a real privilege and thank you. So all you do is you just press the hype button and then I think you have to press it again to okay that you do agree to the hype. And I think, as I said, I think you get 3 for free, but I'm sure there's other vloggers that will explain that to you much better because I'm not really an expert on that. So yeah, so what have I been up to this week? So as you know, I am a Sew Inspired Ambassador for Beyond the Pink Door, which I'm absolutely delighted about. And if you haven't seen my vlog with my collaboration with my lovely friend Catherine from Sewcial Makery, I will link that in the notes below because I had the absolute pleasure of making a Vera top with the lovely fabric from Beyond the Pink Door. And then as well this week, Tamlin Tamlin is the coordinator for all of the Sew Inspired ambassadors. So if you don't know Tamlin, where have you been? Tamlin is sewn all the time, and yeah, and a very good friend of mine, and she coordinates all of us ambassadors. To be honest, I think she's amazing. I don't know quite how she does it, but she does. And she sent out we have got this great opportunity to sew up an atelier jupe pattern with some lovely Beyond the Pink Door fabric. Who can do it? We've got a very short timeline. It was less than a week by the time the fabric came and everything. And I was like, oh, I can do it. So yeah, sewing adrenaline is real, folks. It's a real thing. Now, obviously, I wasn't expecting all the other things to happen this week. I certainly wasn't expecting my oven to break, and I certainly wasn't expecting to have to do other things that I had to do this week. But I did it, and if I will pop a picture of me wearing it here, it is the beautiful Alexa shirt, which is a beautiful shirt by Atelier Jupe, one of their there's 3 patterns, and I chose the shirt because I do like dresses. I do wear dresses, but I'm much more of a shirt person than a dress person. And I thought if I chose the shirt, I'm more likely to wear that more often. And the fabric that I chose was the Trailing Flowers, and it's a lovely sateen, viscose sateen. So as you know, sateen is the weave, and so it gives that kind of lovely shine, but it doesn't make it too slippery to work with. It was a little slippery. I did have to use a bit of spray starch, but what it does mean is to wear it, it is chef's kiss. I mean, it's like wearing a cloud. It's so floaty, but it also actually, funnily enough, because the weather's got a bit cooler now, it actually still keeps me quite warm. So I can see it being paired with jeans or with my Rowan trousers, you know, a smarter pair of black trousers maybe for going out, or because of the lovely drama in the sleeves, I'd even pop it under my dungarees. I've got different areas of dungarees. I've got my more cash dungarees, and I've got smarter dungarees, if smarter dungarees is a thing. But I mean, they are for me. And yeah, so I can see myself wearing that a lot, and I have to say I really enjoyed that challenge. That was really good fun. So yeah, and then the other thing I've been doing is wrapping up Sew Phoenix. So thank you to everybody that took part in Sew Phoenix. I really appreciate it. A couple of people have messaged me and said, you know, oh, I'm really sorry I didn't manage to get the project done. Don't worry about it. You know, I really appreciate it that I'm speaking in the royal we now. Me, Rachel and Catherine really appreciate that anyone and everyone took part in any way that they could. All that I ask is just remember for next year. So if you didn't manage to finish it this year, then maybe September 26th. So Phoenix September 26th is your time to shine. So yeah, so I've been really, really busy with that as well. And the other thing that I've finished this week is, oh, there's the glasses gone, is the Chantelle pants. So Hayley Jane. Although I have my own Sewcial Sparkle, which my online group of sparklers on a Friday night and a Monday morning, I still love a sewing social, and I love going to see Hayley from Hayley Jane, from Thready Set Go. And she has a pattern club each month, and I really love the pattern parties because she gets people from the world of sewing that you don't necessarily see all the time. She has a lovely manner of the way that she interviews them, which I really enjoy. And yeah, and this month's pattern was the Chantelle pants, and I know there's been lots and lots of singing and dancing about the Chantelle pants, and I've never tried them, so I thought I'd give them a go. And here are mine, and there's on my back pocket it says Merci, un grand merci, thank you very much. And that was a lovely gift from my lovely friend Rachel, the French seams. And yeah, and then it's got this lovely feature of this kind, you can't really see it. I've matched the thread so well on this that you can't actually see the pocket design, but I'll try and pop the line drawing up here so you can see. But it's got a lovely pocket, and then it's got an elasticated waist, which I have done. I don't know whether you can see, but I've done like a wavy, what's the word? Wavy stitch on the waistband because I don't like the straight lines. Yeah, so now this was a lovely pattern to follow. This is the barrel legged, which means it's got this little pleating on the cuff at the bottom. And I am going to pop this on Instagram with all of the kind of bits and pieces, the changes that I made. And I'm going to do another makes video soon to kind of tell you all about the bits and pieces that I did to it. So yeah, because if I go into all of the patterns and everything today, this is going to be a very, very long video. But just to say, I had to watch the sizing. I looked at the finished sizes and I looked it on other people and I did size down. But it did leave it a little bit tight on my hips, which is really unusual because I don't have any hips. So for things to be a little bit snug over my hips is really weird, really quite strange. So I think maybe I'll either go up a size or next time I make them, I'll just do a slightly smaller seam allowance because the seam allowance is quite large on this one. So, or it may be the fabric I use because this fabric, although it is very, very drapey, it doesn't have any even mechanical stretch to it. Yeah, so that may be the reason why. But I did enjoy making them and I will definitely be making them again. But as I said, I'm going to think really carefully about the fabric. So yes, so on to Social Sparkle. I have set myself up a new website and my website is called sewletsparkle.com if you fancy going and have a look. I do a weekly blog. There's lots of makes and tutorials on there as well. And if you sign up to my newsletter, you get a weekly newsletter with everything that's going on, as well as my social sparkles. So my social sparkles have been going for nearly a month now. As I said, they are Monday mornings. You can come and join me for a little bit of chatting sparkle on a Monday morning, which is 10 o'clock till noon. And then a Friday evening, which is 7 till 9. And yeah, and there's just lots of like-minded people. You book your place via the website. You get sent an email and that has your link to the Zoom. When the time comes, you press that Zoom, press that link, open up Zoom. And yeah, and there are all of your sewing friends and me waving at you and you can have a little chat. Bring any questions that you might have, bring a project that you're working on. Lots of people bring sewing projects. Some people bring knitting, crochet. Some people just bring their favourite tipple and themselves for a bit of a chat. Any of those things is absolutely fine. And if you fancy coming along, then that would be lovely. If you're a little bit unsure and not quite sure what this is all about, I am actually doing a special session. I'm doing a session for the lovely Becky, Notes and Sewing Room, and the lovely Karen, and it will be hosted by me and Karen, So Little Time, for their hashtag Sew Upcycle 25, which is the challenge that's running out all the way through October. So on Monday evening, that's this Monday evening, Monday the 6th of October, from 7 till 9, me and Karen will be hosting a little session. There will be a code. I will put the code on the screen. The code will be on the screen for you to use, and that will be £2.50. So it's normal price for a session is £5, and it will be £2.50 for the Monday night session. You can come along and get some inspiration for Sew Upcycle. You can bring the project if you've already decided, but if you haven't decided and you just want to come along for inspiration, then feel free to come along to that one and you'll get an idea of how it all works. And I'm really looking forward to doing that with Karen. So yeah, that will be really, really fun. So a couple of things that come into my sewing room this week. My lovely friend Bex from What Bex Sews she has a company called Jazz and Wow, and she's been trading on Etsy for quite some time, but she's decided that she's had enough of Etsy in some ways, which I totally understand. I used to have an Etsy shop and it's not all roses. And so she has now set up a website, and I really, really wanted to support her because I know how difficult it is to set up a website and try these things. I really, really wanted to support her. She had some new items on her site, so I had a little purchase. Now, one of them, I think it just had my name on it. It was a no-brainer. It was an absolute no-brainer. So I bought this gorgeous starry necklace, and I've gone for a gold chain because a lot of my stars necklaces that I found before have silver chains, and I much prefer gold. So I thought, well, let's have a gold one to make it a little bit different. And then I've got the 2 blue resin stars, silver, and then the multicolored one in the middle. And I absolutely love it. And I mean, you know me and how much I love stars, and I have paid quite a lot of money for starry necklaces in the past, and I think Becks are really good value for money. They're beautifully made, and if you want that little bit of shimmer and sparkle in your life, then what a lovely way. Just wear it on your neck. So yes, so I got that. I also bought myself some lovely, you're not going to be able to see those very well, so I may have to put a picture up, but I got some lovely Galaxy buttons in 2 different sizes because I have a project that I want to use them for, but you will see that in another video. And then because Becky is so lovely, she sent me another little gift. So I didn't pay for this one, but she sent me this, which is a little starry, and it's a hair, is it a barrette? Is that what you call this? Like little clip. And because I occasionally put my hair up, so I'll just bring it up and I just pop it up back like this. And then these little clips are perfect to pop in there. And yeah, so I thought that was really sweet. And she said that I was her muse for making these. So she thought she'd send it to me. And after being not very well, this just made my day. So thank you, Becky. That's really kind of you. The other thing that I've had through my letterbox is some more lovely bias binding from the lovely Specky seamstress, and it's our challenge binding that says reimagined, redesigned, remade, because I'd run out and I was really sad that I'd run out and I wanted to keep this. So you know, I wanted to keep at least 1 packet just to remember, and maybe to use it in next year's challenge. And because it's such a pale colour as well, it's one that goes with everything. So I got myself 2 packs of that. And then the other, I don't know whether I showed you these, but I got these in my subscription box, and they say beautiful inside and out, and they've got little thimbles on, and I think they're really lovely. So I got those as well. So yeah, now I have had some fabric through this week and last week that I haven't shown you yet, but I have got plans for it all. So, and I do owe you an autumn's plans videos, and I also owe you quite a few makes videos as well. So I will be getting on with those as soon as I am feeling a bit more with it. So yeah, and you will see those very, very soon. So plans for next week. So on Sunday, I am doing in the Sparkly studio downstairs, I am doing a ruffle bag workshop. So it's my own pattern. I'm basically trying it out. I'm hopefully going to release it to all of you guys soon, but I've got a group of ladies that are going to come and make it, because I find that's a really good way. If I can watch people make it and watch people follow the instructions, obviously I'm there, you know, they're going to go away with a beautiful bag because I'm there, but it helps me figure out the instructions and how best set the instructions out, and also an opportunity to take some pictures for the instructions. So all of the people that are coming to this workshop have not really sewn before and don't have a sewing machine. Maybe have had a play on a sewing machine, but have not really got any sewing skills. So it's a really good way of kind of testing the pattern. So I've got that on Sunday, which I'm really looking forward to. On Monday, I've got a really busy day on Monday. So on Monday, I have got my social sparkle in the morning. So I'm really excited to start my Monday week and start my Monday morning with lots of sparkly people. I love both the sessions, but my Monday morning session just fills me full of sparkle for the rest of the week. And then in the afternoon, I've got again another regular ladies who come to the Sparkly Studio, and we are starting a new project this week. So I'm going to keep that a little bit under wraps, and I will let you know about that next week. And then Monday evening, I have got the Sew Upcycle challenge. So I'm going to be very busy on Monday. And then it gets a little bit easier up until Friday, which I am going to go to Ali Pali on Friday. Fingers crossed if everything works. Now, the plan is that Baby Sparkles is going to come with me, but we'll see, and I'll keep you updated. So yeah, I'm looking forward to going to the Knit and Stitch show on Friday because I have got some lovely friends that I'm hoping to meet up with. And as I said, I'm hoping to take Baby Sparkles with me because he'd like to know what all the fuss is about. So yeah, so that is what's happening next week. Yeah, wow, I've given you quite a lot of information, haven't I? And I will see you again really soon and fill you in with some other makes and plans. But for Friday Sews, I think I'm going to call it a day. So thank you very, very much for listening. And if you've made this far, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you really soon. Don't forget to sparkle. Bye for now.